All right, folks, we're back. We do apologize. Something went wrong in between there. I believe it's StreamYard. Ashley's going to be in shortly. I hope everybody heard that we was restarting the live. We're back. I don't know, StreamYard been tripping lately. Like, they have definitely been tripping lately. A lot of people have been having problems with the uh streaming. So we ain't the only ones. Um, uh gotta deal with that StreamYard, but I mean it's a real good site, so everybody's using it basically. So yeah, everybody knows that Aries Spears was called Lizzo the poop emoji, and I think that just personally, I think that he could have did that in a little more tactful way. Also, like we were saying, as talented as Lizzo is, she shouldn't really be showing her body, off like that. But I mean, if it works for her, it works for us. But she would have to seriously understand that not everybody in the world is gonna enjoy watching her in certain things, and there's probably a lot of people in the world that enjoy her watching certain things. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, enjoy watching her wear certain things. But personally, for me, I think the least amount of stuff that we get to see allows us to have a lot more curiosity about those things. I just think that that's a better way of going about it. You
Right.
know, you don't have to always show everybody everything you have up front. We're seeing a lot from Lizzo. You know what I'm saying? We've seen a lot from her. She is talented. She writes her own music. She's in her own genre, I would say. Like she doesn't have a set type of music for me. I think she fits in multiple categories. I think that's great to be able to be in everything, like in one song most of the time. But we also was talking about Aries Spears, man. Now this man here, like you said, has not been in anything in a long time. So maybe he has a show coming out, a special or something that he needs to promote. And we all know that bad publicity is just as good as good publicity. So
Exactly. I also feel like he reminds me of D.L. Hughley, and I do not like D.L. Hughley as a comedian. I like some of his views, but I don't like him as a comedian. All he
mm,
does is make fun of the people that sit in the front row. That's what this reminded me of. Like, you can't think of nothing else. You can dig deep in your brain and come up with a whole put together complete joke. Like, it was funny to me, but it wasn't like, oh my God, I'm crying. Da, 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 da. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, oh, you got in an argument with somebody, you ran out of things to say, so now you're gonna call them fat. Like, come on, you can think of nothing else. Like, you, if that's all you got, then I see why you haven't been in anything for a long time, because that's ridiculous.
I mean, I think he would have been better off dressing as Lizzo and seeing and performing one of her songs if he wanted to really get us to bust out laughing than calling
Okay.
her. I mean, the poop emoji though. Come on, man. He
I
said he
mean,
described her that as a plate of mashed potatoes. That's just wicked. Seriously, seriously wicked. What happened? I mean,
I still think it's funny. I'm sorry.
well, the poop emoji though. But
The way
I
he
did.
said it
I
was
ain't gonna lie.
funny. I just think he could have did better.
They had her in a brown outfit. If you Google, Lizzo, you'll find her in a brown outfit. It did give her the little poop shape, but I mean, I ain't gonna say that about the lady like that. Like I said, I like her, but I'll be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, now, not to, we don't want to be fat shaming people in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because some people can't help it. They're working on it. It's therapy. Eating. I like food too, and I ain't no skinny person. I ain't gonna lie. But once you get to the point where you hardly could breathe, because he did say that. He said that I saw somewhere else where he said that the people that's getting on him about calling her out like that, they're not really her friends because nobody's thinking about her health when it comes to her being that size. And again, like anybody else would understand that it is some unhealthy to be a certain amount of weight because your body won't doesn't function good under the stress of all the weight. And I understand that, but to make people to try to make somebody feel bad because they fat, that's not a good look, man. It's not a good look
Exactly.
at all.
I
If anything, good.
mhm. No, I was just gonna say I agree with that. Like, I don't think that anybody should be the butt of a joke for that, but I also don't feel like it should be praised. Yes, everybody should feel comfortable with their body because you will never ever be able to accept a physical change if you're not comfortable with yourself internally. So whether you're 500 pounds or 100 pounds soaking wet, you should find comfort with yourself and be true to yourself, be in love with yourself in every stage of the process. But at the same time, I could not, as a person that claimed to love whoever, even if it was just me loving a celebrity as a fan, I have to be realistic about it. I cannot claim to love someone so much and then watch them be to the point where just getting up out the bed got them out of breath, and I'm like, "Oh, you look great." Da da da. Looks are not everything. How do they feel? How are they doing? Their knees buckling just from standing up. Like, how are we supporting that? You don't have to make jokes about those people, but you do need to encourage them to live a better lifestyle because that's not healthy. I know you can be skinny fat, right? Because that's the thing now too. But when you're
Skinny fat, what does that mean?
where you're slim, or you have a fit body or whatever, or you're petite, but your insides are still in such bad condition that you might as well have had a fat body because your
Mm.
insides are struggling as if they were in someone that was severely overweight.
Oh, that's horrible.
Right. Like, just because you're small doesn't mean you're healthy, but when you're bigger you're more likely to be unhealthy. So let's start there. And that's not, I don't think she should be praised for. I mean, I don't care about her being butt naked. I don't think anybody should be butt naked anywhere. We already discussed that, but I don't think should be praised for being that size because it's not good for her. It's shortening her lifespan. Why? What are we praising? We praising that she's choosing to die early or something? Like, where are we going with this?
You broke up a little bit there. What'd you say?
Oh, I said I don't think she should be
Oh, yeah.
praised. Huh? I don't think she should be
I
praised
don't
for
know
that.
what.
Can you hear me?
I mean, I don't think she should be praised for it either.
Right.
Also, like I said, most of the time, what we want from our celebrities is for them to be representatives of what the good things, and her being that side, I see, I follow her on TikTok, and a lot of her TikToks have some of the things that she eat. And, me personally, I don't like mayonnaise and all them kind of stuff. So some of the stuff she eat, I wouldn't eat at all. But she be having some good selection of food that's healthy. And the dancing and the twerking definitely keeps her in shape. So you would think that most of that is probably her bone structure, but she can, lose the weight and be a lot healthier so that she can last longer in life, and she don't get them heart problems and stuff like that that come with all that weight, that cardiac arrest, and the high blood pressures and all the stresses when you're overweight.
Right.
Now, don't get. I like me a big girl now. I like me a big girl, but the thing is, like a lot of people like big women. And I'll always say this: a majority of the time, the big women have very beautiful faces, very pretty faces. They have very pretty features, so they get away like that. Hey, Miss Jones and Corey brings laughter. How you doing? So a lot, big women are beautiful, but
Mm.
not every big woman knows how to dress accordingly to their body shapes, and so it do come off like like uh like they're shaped like a plate of mashed potatoes or the poop emoji. I mean, it looks like that. But I mean, we're not running around telling people that they look like the poop emoji or or play the mashed potatoes.
Exactly.
And so, but these are public figures, so which brings more light and attention to it because they're famous. You know, just because Keisha around the corner over there be having all them dents in her booty and she wearing spandex. Ain't
Mm,
nobody, bringing it to our attention like that. People just being like, ill and keeping it flowing.
right.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you could go in Walmart at any time and find somebody not dressed appropriately for their size. But we don't go around, calling them out. Or some people do. Some people run around here taking pictures and stuff because they just can't believe that the way he used. Because that's what it be on my mind, and I'm gonna be honest with that. That's what be on my mind. I'm be like, really? None of her friends could have told her she don't look right. Girlfriend, you don't have an ass. That's fat.
Right.
And when you put that in spandex, and to us it looked like a whole bunch of dents and uh, paint dried, where
Yeah.
somebody actually tapped the wall with the. That's what it looked. It don't look nice. So to me, that's why people do that. I don't want to shame nobody because, like I said, I'm not the smallest person in the world, but I'm not gonna be dressed like a stud and take my shirt off knowing I got 3 and 4 rows, a stomach, or my titties not where they used to be. I mean, just stuff like that is what you know. I guess it's misinterpreted and stuff like that. But like I said, there's big women that know how to dress properly, and when
Right.
you can see, they can make it look like they got hourglass shapes. You know what I'm saying? Because they got what you call them things that you tie around your stomach and suck it all in and just curve
Waist
out that.
a girdle or waist trainer.
Yeah, those right. Girdles, waist trainers. I mean, because those stuff is natural. It's not plastic surgery. You're not forcing us to believe. You know what I'm saying? We know. Hey, it's kind of cool trying to get through a little girdle at night, trying to get busy. You know what I mean? It's cool. It's cool. But a man, I mean, like I said, I'm gay. Everybody knows it. I have no problem. But I have no problem when to say that a man is attractive. Doesn't mean that I'm attracted to him. But he can be attractive. Mr. Spears is not attractive, and for him to be out here calling people poop emojis is probably like him. He was probably looking in the mirror at the time he thought of that, because he's shaped like a
The
plate of
same.
mashed potatoes as well.
Okay. I was looking, I was like, sir, are you talking about yourself? I noticed that some dudes feel like it's okay. They have dad bods or whatever you call that, da da da, and that's fine. But women cannot.
Mm,
When it's the woman,
good.
they say stuff like that. Like, sir, y'all look exactly alike, almost. I thought you was talking about yourself for a second.
I mean, because he ain't even on a scale of 1 to 10. He running up on 11, I guess. He said handsome.
Uh,
I mean, pets are handsome. Now we can't take nothing from his comedy except for this situation wasn't funny. Like, I don't
oh,
think it's funny
my
to refer to women in shape like a plate of mashed potatoes. I don't think that's cool.
God.
But you take a probably look at his repertoire, and most of the women he's sleeping with probably look like the poop emoji.
I'm sure. Those be the ones that talk about that type of girl the most. The ones that got that self hate going on. Like if that's what you like, that's what you like. Get with her, like her, encourage her to lose weight if you feel like you ashamed a little bit or whatever. I don't know. But you like her. Be better with her. I'm confused. You talking about her. For what?
I mean, these stars is doing a little bit too much, and now people are starting to be like, so that's why I think he probably felt like she might be doing a little too much with her showing her body, and he just want to, say, sis, listen, but there's other ways you could actually go about it. I mean, I really don't know how you could tell people that their shape is offensive because of how they're presenting it. I mean, you see these new memes going around with all the BBLs. Everybody making fun of people with BBLs. They got a song talking about if your thighs don't match. It's the same thing. You know, these women are
I,
getting these big old booties, and they got the skinniest thighs. They look wrong.
they look like ants, and I feel like that needs to be said. I'm sorry.
They
Like
look
get
like
somebody
ants.
with you that can help you choose something that's proportionate. That right there, the fact that they're going out and getting these disproportionate bodies makes me feel like it's out of insecurities. That means you cannot clearly see yourself if you cannot tell that you are disproportionate. Like you don't have an accurate look at yourself. And then everybody's out there doing stuff that, granted, some people are shaped differently, so you get the results based off your shape. But the gym could do most of this if they would take the time. This is like all the self love stuff that we talk about in literally every episode. That's part of it. Take the time to be in love with your your physical self too. Like, it's okay. That work that you put in at the gym and eating healthy, that self control applies to everything. That discipline that helps you financially, that helps you emotionally, that helps you mentally. Just taking the time to learn how to be graceful with yourself, because it's a process. Sometimes you lose weight, you might lose 10 pounds, gain back 5. That's a process too. But giving yourself that grace and being there with yourself to go through that process, that's it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. And people don't do that. They go walk around looking like ants now because it's faster. Still don't like the way they look.
I mean, one thing to be insecure, but when you put your body on display as the first thing you want people to see, then that gives us a very big inclination that you're insecure. To me, it makes me seem like that's all you have for to offer a person, and that's what you're trying to sell. And so that attention that you're getting is the only attention you feel like you deserve. But that is not it, because no matter what your shape like, what you look like, there's somebody out there for you, and they will love you for who you are. See, that's the thing. People keep falling in love with what people look like. You need to fall in love with who people are, because not the greatest berry in the tree. It might not look good. It might have a bruise, but it might be the sweetest one.
Okay.
But you got to take the time, pick through the sea. So I figured that because we was talking about Aries Spears and Lizzo tonight, I'm gonna put the stream in the on the screen right here. And if you want to comment and join the panel and tell us how you feel about what Aries Spears said to Lizzo, you just join StreamYard and we'll get you on here to hear your opinion.
Exactly. It's I don't know. It's crazy to me. Like, I know you shouldn't be fat shaming people, but they will burn you at the stake if you tell somebody they unhealthy. Like, you want me to be real with them or not? Do you want me to care about them or not?
I mean, how many people could be real though? Ask like, can somebody really go up to a person and be like, "Look, miss, you shaped like a plate of mashed potatoes." I don't know why that is stuck in my
I
head.
think
That is
that's
so
being
foul, man.
real. I don't
It
think
is
that's
so
being
foul.
real. But if I come up to you and I'm like, yo, your knees are swollen. Like, you
Mm.
look like you are hurting. I think I should be able to say that. What do you need from me? How can I help you? Do you want me to take you to the doctor right now? Like, what are we doing?
I don't know these. I mean, my grandmother was overweight. My mom was overweight. I mean, I guess it's a lot of it is hereditary, and some people who don't take acknowledge the fact that you could be overweight and,
Exactly.
and start doing things to be a little bit more healthier, exercise, eating right, drinking more water, and all the good stuff, then they fall into that category. But
Okay.
a lot of comfort comes from food. A lot of it. People, food is very comforting, especially I can't say Virginia because Lord, the food my biggest struggle in Virginia is food.
It's a food. Right.
Everything else is cool. Well, and the people the way they drive, but my biggest struggle out here is food. But so I'm not having that too much of a struggle because you gotta cook all that stuff in the kitchen. You know what I mean? In order for me to get any of my true curries and my stews and stuff like that, I got to do it myself because I
Right.
still haven't found nobody out here that's cooking like anything in New York. So
And you're not.
definitely, I'm telling you, and they trying the Jamaican food out here, but
It's not cutting it. I had Jamaican food out here one time since I've been back, and I was sick. I said never again.
But I mean, to me, and this is my opinion. Yeah, I mean, the food out here is like one of the worst Jamaican spots in New York. It's still better than them.
Right.
Like with nobody going New York, like they still rating better than them out here. But I mean, that's just I guess the people's hand in the food ain't as good, or their heart either. I think that when you cook food, if you put your hand and your heart in it, it tastes like you put your foot in it too.
Exactly. And like you said, our family is good. I am still to this day good for gaining weight. I promise you. If I even sit down and look at food for too long, I didn't gain a couple pounds. Like, I mean, but you have to be real with yourself. The only reason that I can maintain my progress is because I keep it real with myself. I know I'm good for gaining weight. Like that's it. It don't take much. Me and another person can sit down and eat the same things, and let me tell you, I'm going to blow up, and they might not. But I got to be honest about that. A lot of people are not honest with themselves. They don't deal with their real issues. I enjoy food. I enjoy cakes. I enjoy all that. But guess what? I already know that me and sugar, we don't do well, and I'm going to gain all the weight I said I didn't want. So guess what I gotta do? I could leave sugar alone. Like it's not worth it. It's first of all, when I go back to sugar, it's not great anyway. So that was fine. But I'm just like, it's more about me loving me, and I'd rather be disciplined than letting loose and comforting myself only to hate myself after I'm done being comforted. It's like being a drunk actually or something. Like that's a coping mechanism. Once it's done, then what I do.
Like eat some more.
Right.
But yeah, I understand that totally because I'm the type of person that if I see somebody else eating, I get fat with them. You know what I'm saying? The fat
Okay.
just goes straight to me. I don't know how that is. Like I've been the same weight. No, my biggest weight. Listen, I'm telling you, when I came home for jail, boy, I ain't had no neck, none. I ate. I mean, the first couple of months that I came home, my grandparents, both my grandparents were still alive, and I was paroled to that house, and so basically the food, man, like by I got out in June, by Christmas I ain't had no neck. Good night.
That is funny.
Hey, Jersey's finest. Thank you very much. You see what she said. The kids is taking over her phone. She can't even get on it.
That's funny.
But I
No,
mean,
uh-huh.
that's the beauty of having children, right? They get to run your life for a little while.
Okay. A little while. 18 years, I think. Whew.
Well, ain't
I'm
nothing wrong with that. Remember, you still got a little bit of life to live, and then after that, you need them to come back and take care of you. So you try your best to be as good to your children as possible because
okay.
you gonna need them again. And you explain to them. Remember, you gonna be in the same position. You gonna be in the same position I'm gonna be in with your children. So remember, what you do here can reflect on what you get done to you later. So I
Exactly.
always take heed to that. You know what I'm
No.
saying? When it comes to my mom's, because I go help her out just for that reason. But I don't got no kids, like I said. So hopefully my nephews. So I got three nephews. So they come check on me when I'm older.
Okay.
Less mobile and stuff like that. They make
One
sure
of them,
I'm good.
one of them will
I
take
know
you.
I know my oldest nephew Cameron, my Marine, he always checking me out on YouTube. So that I'm great to have his support. I love
Right.
that man. But
Mm-hmm.
y'all know we here talking about fat shaming and how Aries Spears called Lizzo a poop emoji and how she shaped like a plate of mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
And like I said, one of the things about yourself, that's another thing is confidence. When you're confident with who you are, and people see that, they like you. They like who you are because you're confident. It doesn't necessarily have to do anything with your weight. But now check this out. Like I said, I got out in June, and I was by Christmas of that year, what year? 2004. I had no neck. Like I was head and shoulders. Like I'm telling you, I was head and shoulders.
That's so funny.
And I started feeling it don't I couldn't, I couldn't really move.
Right.
Everything I did was winding me. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. It's good to let people know that, you should try and lose a little bit of that weight so you can stay healthy for yourself, because you can't put that pressure on your heart. Your heart be feeling that.
Hmm. And I don't agree. I don't think that everybody is meant to be small. Everybody's not
Hmm.
in any way, shape, or form. We all have different sizes. But you can tell something is wrong when your skin starts to look bloated and swollen. Your skin. That's a problem. That is something else. That is not, oh, you should love your size. When you're just like when your skin is so moist from sitting on top of each other that you get sores, it's like these are health issues that need to be addressed. It's not just, oh, I think everybody should be skinny. No, but you should literally be smaller than what you are because it's not safe for you anymore. Like, you need to be real about it. And I'm laughing because the whole time we've been here, I just keep on thinking about this story, right? Because you mentioned girdles earlier. And I remember the story of when I think Grandpa had a heart attack or something. And the ambulance
Hmm.
came to get him. And I just remember them saying that Grandma was upstairs yelling for them to tell the ambulance to wait for her because she was putting her girdle on.
Oh man, but
Ah,
Joyce is very vain, and that's what that was. But Joyce, she's not gonna get caught out there at all. And my grandmother always said, man, one thing you don't get caught in is dirty drawers. Straight
okay.
up. You never know what can happen. And you
Girdle.
don't want them to cut your clothes off and your drawers is dirty. That's nasty.
Like your man get loaded in the ambulance. You still
Mm.
don't care about your girdle.
But that shows that you always at all times must be ready, prepared, and represent yourself in your best self. I mean,
Exactly.
I'm seeing people more and more not caring how they look, just running to the supermarket looking like anything. We shouldn't be fat shaming people, but come on now. If you know you weigh close to 600 pounds, why are you wearing
A
hoochie
moo.
daddy shorts?
Oh, I thought you was gonna say a moo.
No, I mean, if you a muumuu would cover up everything, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but that might look worse. What's that gonna look like on a 600 pound person?
Mm.
A veggie?
A muumuu, like, I mean, I don't call nobody no cow, but you listen. They people, what's their name? Lane Bryant. Who else? Ashley Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what's these
Torrid.
new? I'm about to say Tori. These are
I
new
love
people.
Torrid. I wish I could
Right,
be
but
the
they design the latest. They trying to get the latest fashions,
hmm
clothes, rainbows, clothes, so that people, the bigger women can dress a little bit more appropriate and still stylish.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Being dressed and having on, you got two and three stomachs. You know what I'm saying? But you got on a shirt that don't get quite underneath your breast, and you got your stomach sticking out. I mean, I understand it's natural if you have C-sections, you got stretch marks when you have a baby, but why do we have to see that?
Oh, whoa! That escalated so fast.
How does that escalate fast? Look, what I'm saying is, I don't, and I'm not shaming nobody, but a lot of times that you don't even feel comfortable with it. Why would you want us to feel comfortable with it? Is what I'm saying.
So, okay, to answer that, right? Because it's almost like dressing for the job that you want. You're not gonna feel comfortable in something until you start trying it. You just have to do it. At the same time, like you said, because you really should be wearing things that you are comfortable with. It's good to test the waters, but don't wear nothing you got to be tugging all day, adjusting. Like that, it wasn't right. It was wrong from the beginning. If you got to do that every time you take two stabs, it's too much. Like, look at me right now, right? Talking about that. I keep
I, don't know, I
thinking,
mean, but you're sitting down and you're not in a video twerking for us. We're not sitting around here twerking.
right.
I don't got no half cut off shirt with both the bellies that I got trying to do no Beyonce dance. I'm not doing those things. I just
Oh,
think that it's not about shaming. I think that y- you can't be a bad person if you criticize somebody constructively. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like what you're telling the person, you're telling them to help them out in how they appear to other people, just to give them the heads up, like, hey, what you're wearing is totally off keister. It's going to draw the wrong type of attention. And maybe if you wore it like this or put this on with it, you would still be, because beauty is mostly within.
right.
And the more confidence you have with yourself, the more beautiful you will appear outside. And people like that. People like the confidence. And I
Exactly.
mean, there's nothing wrong with you being a big girl. My thing is, I'm not calling you fat. I'm telling you, you're not dressed appropriately for your size. That ain't for you to wear. I mean, nobody's not saying that as a big woman you can't wear spandex, but wear something long enough to cover the stuff that looks awkward. You know what I'm saying? The lumps and stuff. For anybody to be able to come with a description that you're shaped like a plate of mashed potatoes or the poop emoji, you know what I'm saying? They would have to see that, and
Right.
that's just what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with dressing for your age appropriate, body appropriate, sex appropriate. Because I'm telling you, it's getting crazy.
Right. And I feel like the ultimate sign of confidence is actually being able to turn heads with all your clothes on. Like
Yes.
literally turning heads where all the guys or all, as a woman, all the guys are like, oh damn, look at her. And all the women are like, I want her outfit. Like that's when you made it. I don't understand why being naked does not say anything about you. You actually have to put you don't have to put in any effort. Most people who are naked didn't even put in effort into their body. Is most of the people that go to the gym are not naked like that. The people that work to sculpt their bodies literally
Hmm.
don't be naked unless they doing a competition. The people that's out here naked, like most of them went under the knife, or like showing off what the doctor gave you. Okay, I'm not impressed. I'm not going to that doctor.
But I mean, do you think that Aries Spears would get more attention if he took off his shirt and wore some hoochie daddy shorts?
Yes, but I don't think it would be the attention anybody would want. His stomach looks hard, and again, that's a health concern for me. It's giving doctor vibes. Please go see the medical doctor, not the cosmetic doctor.
I'm saying because there's really not no double standard in this actual line, right? Because it's really, men don't run around with their penises hanging out of their pants, like at the bottom of their hoochie daddy shorts all the time now, do they? They may have their shirt off, but they not running around in the tightest briefs that they possibly could find. They're not outside like that. So only people who do this are women. Women are the ones running around here with outfits and stuff being exposed, because these are the guys that want their attention. People like Aries Spears, who can't say something more positive than that about the black woman, other than that she's shaped. Oh, well, he said she was pretty, but she said she was shaped like the poop emoji and a
But
plate of mashed potatoes.
oh my god, you are stuck.
I am stuck, but I mean, the description sometimes fit people, and I'm not gonna down the man for that. I'm just saying he looks like a plate of
You're
mashed potatoes
stuck.
as well.
That is
And he
true.
is around the same color as the poop emoji, so he shouldn't be talking.
But I feel like it goes to psychology, right? Because women are doing this to attract the attention of their mates. And let's be honest, men are more into physical attraction. Women look for personality. They look for so many other characteristics. Like women usually look for security in some way. There's a characteristic about the man or something, some kind of personality trait that draws them in and hooks them. He's financially stable. He's this, all of these things that make them settle down. Men are not like that. Men are like, oh, do I get turned on by her initially? Maybe eventually that stuff grows with them, but first, it's looks. It's a physical attraction, and that is what these women who 9 times out of 10 are insecure are playing to. They want to be able to catch my attention, And that's how you catch men's attention. Men don't have to do that. They can walk around with their shirt off, big belly, no belly, whatever, because don't nobody care. Nobody's looking at them like that. And I mean, there's men out there that you see that. Well, I don't know. I'm sure you see them on social media. They show up in all my like Facebook shorts or Instagram shorts or whatever, or YouTube. I don't even know what it's called. But you know, those little click videos, reels, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And like you see them in they thirst traps, but they at home in a hooch daddy shorts. They in a house making these videos. These women is on the street just because. Like I see you at Walmart, man, with your ass cheeks out. What are we doing?
I'm saying, so what type of attention and people does it bring? That don't bring you nobody that's looking for no long-term relationship.
It doesn't. But it might bring you a baller. Maybe that's the goal.
Well, I mean, honestly, these real ballers ain't trying to be with one woman anyway. So unless you are willing to be in a multiple relationship with someone else that you might not even know about, because if he got money, he's spending it everywhere. He ain't just spending it on you. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
They
So, and like
agree.
I say, if you dating one person that's dating a million people, you dating a million people in one.
Hmm. They agreed that it's not tricking if you got it though. So
Oh no, it's not tricking if you got it, right?
so it's
That's what
tricking.
they say, right? But
It's
then
trick.
when they find these girls that all they trying to do is get money out of them, they call them gold diggers. It's such a double standard, it don't make no sense. You know what I
At
mean?
all.
But my thing
If
is,
that's
if you're
the case,
out
then it
here,
is tricking.
yeah, it is tricky. It ain't gonna never change. But that's
Yeah,
how it started, right?
right.
And that's why it's been lasting the longest because it works the best.
Hmm.
There's no attachment. It's just a financial agreement, basically. Again with the prostitution. Anyhow, most of these women that dress, and quite honestly, I'm gonna be honest, most of these women that dress like that are not the most well behaved, the most mature, the most logical, smart people. They if you dressing to get attention from people and you got all your stuff hanging out, and you know that the most vibe that you're giving people is in a sexual vibe, because that's what they're looking at, the parts that you have that you're showing us. That
Right.
you that's a false confidence. And that's the type of person when I see them like that, I'm like, this girlfriend need to go work on herself, because she don't want to show us the best features of her. She want to show us the features she think that will catch a fish. But look at how many fish there are in the sea. So like the old saying goes, nobody buys the cow if they get the milk for free. Nobody does that.
Exactly. I mean, and there's been an influx in that too. Like, I've been seeing so many women, I guess, finding themselves now or whatever, that are like 50 plus, dressing like I dress right now, like a crop top, or dressing like their 20 something year old daughters, like literally standing next to their daughters, and you almost couldn't tell who was who. Like, ma'am, you had your whole life, or I don't know,
Mhm.
you felt like you didn't have your whole life to do that, but you had the time to do that. It's not your time anymore. Like, you were supposed to be doing that in the 90s at Freaknik, not now when your daughter is old enough to do it. I don't know how a
Right.
50-year-old is supposed to dress, but I don't feel like you and your daughter should be twinning.
Well, listen, I seen a lady in Walmart the other day in one of them striped rainbow dresses, and the
Hmm.
panties she had on had her booty, it had her butt looking so disgusting it don't make no sense. But that's because she wore a pair of panties that belong on a toddler instead of an adult lady. And
What?
this is again with
Talking about pack panties? I love those. I got some on right now. They comfortable.
listen.
Yeah.
I don't care where you get your underwear from, but they have to be your size. You
Oh,
understand? You must purchase underwear that's your size. When
I
you
thought you
start
said
buying
it was a
two
girl.
sizes down, and then when you put them on, you look like
Right.
SpongeBob from the back.
I'm done.
Common sense, bruh. Common sense. And
I'm done.
come on, bro.
Nah, I'm done. You doing the most. Because why?
But why? Look, listen.
Uh,
If I was a girl, there's a lot of things I wouldn't wear. One would be spandex. I don't have no butt. What am I putting in
You
spandex?
gotta do squats, and that's what I be thinking about. I'm not gonna lie, right? This is the type of
Hmm.
person I am. I look at like everybody's butt, right? Adults, of course. When I'm outside, I look at everybody's butt because I don't know. I just have a thing about butts, I guess. Whatever. So when I see stuff like that, and it's like just back all the way down till the legs start, I'm like, do you ever have you ever squatted? Literally no
That's
squats.
what you think about. That they
That's what
need
I
major
think about.
squats.
Never squatted. Like, how do you just slide up the stairs? Like, how's this working? Squat, squat. All you gotta do 10 squats a day to get you started. Your butt will never look like that. It makes no. There's nobody in the world butt should look like that. It's because they don't try. There's no way.
Hmm.
It makes no sense. Your butt doesn't even look like that. I'd be so confused. I'd be like, so you've never in the history ever heard of a squat or a lunge? Nothing. Like you did never tried. And then they be having on leggings. I be seeing them at my son's school. I just be like, yo, you're wild. Like, who did that? Who was let me stop before I start shaming people. This is what we
I'm
say on
not
that.
really trying to shame people. I'm just trying to be honest. Like you go to Walmart, you go to supermarket, you go places, you see these things. But then
Right.
they got on hoochie shorts, ain't got no butt cleavage. Now you can't have on them type of shorts. You ain't got no butt. The purpose of that is so that we get to see the butt cleavage. But then they turn around, they got what 2 rows of stomach hanging over them shorts. Like that's what I'll be talking about. Like you just gotta dress more appropriate for your body type. Like
Right.
don't you know if you have no butt and you wear pants and you stuff that your stomach inside the front of you and don't and you wearing tight jeans, it starts to squish up in there.
Mhm.
Now you look like you got some other type of area above the fupa underneath. I mean, but men see this, and this is what I'm
Lord.
saying, right? This my purpose of saying this is that men see this, so then they get the idea that they can describe you like a poop emoji or like a plate of mashed potatoes. They get this is what they seeing. This is what y'all showing. I mean, I know not everybody is born with the perfect body. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is born with. Nobody's like flawless. Like the only person I think pretty much got a good decent body that's natural is Megan Stan.
I don't think
Y'all
that's
can't lie about that girl Megan. She fine as hell when it comes from the neck down. She fine as hell. But she's beautiful, average beautiful as in the face. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I wouldn't pass on her, but I mean, but what I was saying is that her body is, she's tall, legs, booty is all natural. Not everybody's blessed to be shaped like that. So what you got to do is be more concerned about your body type, shape, and wear things that's more appropriate. Yeah, you're giving these guys the option to talk bad about you like this when you're not dressing good for your body. Nobody ain't saying that because you're a big girl you can't wear nothing sexy. There's plenty of things for big girls to make them sexy, especially. But sexiness should be in the bedroom or in where you in a vacation, not every day going to Walmart to pick up a pumpkin. You know what I'm saying? You and the pumpkin look the same.
yo,
Come
I'm done.
on,
I'm done with you. I just feel like a lot of people need to invest in they need to invest in learning more about themselves. Learn your body type so you can dress for the body type, the body shape that you got. You can look amazing in clothes that are similar to the clothes that they want to wear, but that are actually flattering on them. Like I see so many people outside and I'm like, yo, you got a triangle shaped body, but you wearing stuff that somebody with a pear shaped body should wear. Now you look top heavy. Like it's just simple things like that really make the difference. Or like I be seeing mad short people because I'm sure 5'2", and I be seeing mad short people that wear stuff that like stop. It depends on what they're wearing, but when they wear stuff that stop in the middle of their calf or
mm-hmm.
their shin or whatever, it makes their legs look shorter if they don't have on the right shoes. So now they look like a midget because they didn't realize that they're really not supposed to wear stuff past their knee. Like if you want to wear something long, wear something that stops higher up like maybe an inch or two below your knee, so that your legs still have some length underneath, and then you don't look like you're squished. But
Hmm.
got to learn about your body shape and size so you can dress appropriately. It's really crazy out here. People just don't know
But
themselves in any way.
and that's what I'm saying. If you dress like this, then you won't have a problem looking attractive naturally. You know what I'm saying? And then here, with all the way these men are talking about these women, they go in here getting these surgeries trying to get perfect bodies.
Looking like ants.
Yeah, but all the complications that come with this stuff making them sick.
Oh. The first complication is you look like an ant now. What do
And
you do with that? That's the first complication. You look like an ant. How do you dress an ant? How?
how do you dress an ant? You gotta watch the movie for that. Them ants, they know how to get dressed. You can watch the ants. The ants know how to dress in the movie Ants. They can't
Yes.
put nothing on that bottom though, right? Them skinny legs. Then you got all these big old booties. Then they got the skinny waist. Then they got these little old titties. Then they got no neck and they head and shoulders. It'd be hard.
Right. Now they
They
got
got to
back.
turn their whole body. You got to turn your whole body to talk to people.
Right. Now you got back problems because your back was
Word.
built to hold that booty that you went and got because it wasn't yours. You had the butt that your spine could support.
And then they say they going to the Dominican Republic because it's cheaper and the work is looking cheaper.
Okay. Literally. It shows. It's cheaper and it shows.
Now, I mean, what besides Mad TV, um, a couple of comic shows that Aries Spears do for him to be in the landmark describing women just like how he looked?
I don't know anything other than Mad TV. You keep on saying other shows. I don't know nothing about any other show.
So
I
I
know
guess
Mad TV and that's it.
I guess Lizzo people told Aries told him about his like his biography or something because she sure didn't want to clap back. She had nothing to say to this man. I, I'm very proud of Lizzo for that, not really having anything to say because again, your talent and where you're at right now in life, winning awards, doing shows, you're definitely winning. So it's really no reason for you to say. Now I think this, her fans were a lot more upset with what he said than she was, which I'm very proud of Lizzo for because she usually let stuff get to her, but
Yeah,
she's growing up. It's good.
Lizzo is getting that check. She don't care. She got two. I her she got a commercial with one song in it, and then the commercial that she in, and I think she got another commercial with her song in it that play back to back to back to back. Like just every minute that passed, Lizzo's getting a check. I would not be responding to him either.
She didn't. Lizzo had her own little special too when she was looking for dancers to join her.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh,
I'm
you
so
didn't check.
I'm so behind.
Yeah, for the big girls, I'm thinking the name of it. I've checked a couple of episodes out. She found some big girls too, boy. She found some big girls. They was doing their thing. Like again, just because your size doesn't mean that you can't do everything that the smaller women are doing. But
Exactly.
um, it's just we think that people who are bigger should just be a little bit more conservative of how they present some of that stuff because some people don't like the way it looks. I mean, personally, like I said, and Kendrick Lamar and the rest of us do. We like the natural look. We like the stretch marks. We know, but I mean, we're not walking around with women that's advertising stretch marks unless they're pregnant. You know what I'm saying? At the time, then we could see why we're seeing your belly. You know what I'm saying? But we
Mhm.
won't know if you have stretch marks if you're not showing us. I just think how you carry yourself makes it better for you, makes you more attractive. Give us something to look forward to. Y'all not doing it. Y'all put everything out there, which that's what people lead now. That's how people lead the conversation with you when you out got everything out on display. The first they come with their tongue out because that's what you're giving. You're not giving no mystery, no. You know what I'm saying? Even, even still, Cardi B, Megan, Nicki Minaj, all of them, Beyonce, they all, you know what I'm saying, got their bodies out. But because, they're shaped a little bit smaller, and yeah, those, I know Beyonce worked hard as hell, so you know what I'm saying. And I guess Megan probably got a little touch of that now too from her. You know what I'm saying? To work hard as hell to keep that body up because it can go right out that window. And a lot of people start out like Beyonce's and Megan's and
Mm-hmm.
end up like Lizzo.
It happens.
It does, but I mean, like if you constant a lot of that is dealing with your heritage and your genes. So if you know that, you need to stay on that much more. But children ruin a lot of y'all women's bodies. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all bringing forth something fruitful to the world. So a lot of men are too turned off by that. The women are more turned off by the way they look before anybody else is. And men are really pretty fair, but real men are looking for what type of substance you have within your mind. They are not looking for, what I'm saying, or what you got with your body. Now, if you got a great mind and a beautiful body, they're grateful for that. Anybody would be. But, a lot of these women who are fine as hell, what I'm saying, are insecure as well.
Right.
Because people don't take the time to get to know who they are. They just after them for what they see.
Exactly. And it's crazy that you said that because after I had Jamal, I think I looked better than ever.
Mm.
But I didn't appreciate it at the time. I lost all the baby weight, breastfeeding, everything. Like better than I looked before I had him. And
Okay.
I couldn't appreciate it at the time because I was just so like bogged down with motherhood. And then after we stopped breastfeeding, I gained more weight, and I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
"What the heck? This is not what I look like." But of course, hindsight is 2020. So now I can appreciate how I used to look. But I'm like, dang, I should have appreciated it then because I'm sure out here with my crop tops on all summer 2022 because in summer 2015, no, 2016, I didn't know what I was doing. I could be wearing it then.
Well, look, I can't remember a year where I could to have my top off. I was way younger than that. I think like nah, seriously, I went through the great the fattening when I came home from jail, boy. I'm just telling you, I'm Joyce and them got me up high with that food, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Got me fat now. I mean, now I got a little neck. You know what I'm saying? I could turn my head by itself.
Oh
I could,
my
I
gosh.
got a little room to go lean over to the side and stuff like that. But I came home after that little 6 months, boy. Neck was impossible. Everything I did was I was saying yes, but I was just really nodding. Like my head wasn't no bobble. It was no bobble. It was just a nod.
Oh my god, I'm done. I'm done.
No neck. But I mean, I didn't feel good. And I could barely breathe. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And as women, it's very hard for us to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you put on them little pounds around their stomach, man, them ties, them
Mm-hmm.
spare ties I'll be grabbing up in here. It's very hard to get rid of them. So I'm trying to help y'all out. I'm letting y'all know from now. If you got that young, fine body, you want to maintain it, you got to keep up with that daily exercise and eat healthy, eat right.
And stop
It's too,
stressing. I
yeah,
be
stress too.
all those commercials that used to say that that was water weight. No, it's not. That is stress. What?
Mm,
Women have that stubborn weight that don't go away. It stops. I bet. I guarantee you, get rid of your biggest stressor. That stomach going. That part gonna go too. That I have never been able to keep that part down. What? Once I realized I need to let stress go, let me tell you, my stomach has never been this flat. It ain't flat, but it's getting there. And even when I have moments when I go back up in weight, my stomach does not get bigger. It's crazy.
that's you got that new relationship pooch too.
Hey,
You get
I ain't
that little bit of stomach, that little bit of stomach when you're in a new relationship because you holding in all them farts. You don't want to fart in front of all that gas be building up in that belly. So
mm-mm.
that too. So like I said, the best thing for you to do is really get to know who you messing with, so that when the time
Oh,
comes that y'all together like that, that ripping that fart don't affect you. You be, all right, you think I'm joking, man. You see a little extra pouch when you get in that beginning of that relationship because you're holding in them farts, that gas. That's I'm telling you, you get a little pooch right there.
Oh,
First 6 months of the relationship, after y'all get comfortable, start ripping them farts. How that stomach get flat? Watch how that stomach get flat. Where that go?
I cannot.
Happiness also brings weight. Happiness also brings weight. When you're happy and comfortable, it allow you to gain weight. There's nothing wrong with that type of weight though, because if a person is making you happy, they gaining weight right along with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's another thing though. Men swear to God they don't get out of shape and tired looking too. You know what I'm saying? That's wrong, fellas. Because
No.
if you can't keep your bodies like Vin Diesel the whole time, then what's his other dude name? The Rock. Who else? Michael B. Jordan. All them people be having them cut up
You know all the
abs.
fine dudes. Why you know all the fine dudes?
Well, because like I said, I have no problem admitting when a man looks good, but I
Mm.
mean, I don't think Denzel Washington is cute. Some people might. I don't
I
think
don't think
Cool J cute either.
in my head Denzel is my father. Like if I had to pick somebody to play my dad in a movie, I'd pick Denzel. He ain't never been attractive to me. That's my dad.
It definitely. He give me that dad. I mean, there's a lot of guys they try to make look much more cuter than he is. Tyrese is another one. I don't think Tyrese is cute enough.
Samuel
To me,
Jackson.
Tyrese look like he got to touch it down. I'm not going. That's all I'm saying. He do. He look. You know. Listen. Anybody ask my wife? I think Down syndrome children are the cutest kids in the world. Right? But as an adult, you don't look too right with the
I'm
features.
done. Is it time for our final thoughts?
Huh? Said you can't. I can't say that. I I think them Down syndrome children are the cutest. They are. They are
Oh,
adorable.
I
They
cannot.
are adorable. But as an adult, those
Whew.
features don't look too good on adults. But yeah, Tyrese, I don't think he's cute. I don't know. In that movie, Baby Girl, Baby Boy, she said, "Look what Jersey Finest said."
Oh, I gotta put my glasses on. You gotta read it. I
Said, "I know
cannot.
my neighbors hate me. I'm laughing so hard."
Okay. Okay. I'm surprised Jamel not at the door trying to figure out what the joke is.
Yeah. It's all like I see what I'm saying. I can crack jokes and not really offend people because I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I'm just trying to make everybody laugh.
Bro, I
Now,
cannot.
before I get into my final thoughts, if you're watching this video, I hope you hit that like button. If you're watching any of our videos, I hope you like it. I hope
Yeah.
you hit the like button. We need y'all to like to let YouTube know that I'm funny and that you like the content that I'll be bringing to y'all. We're gonna try to keep up with the Joneses. Uh, Mrs. Jones and Corey Laughter. Check us out too. We're gonna be doing prank. I'm gonna be doing pranks on them. They're gonna try to catch me. Miss Jonesy can't catch me. Well, everything I do, I'll be there. But still,
Oh my
we can
goodness.
come alive. But seriously though, we trying to bring out some more content. We definitely trying to stay up with the fads and the stuff that's going on. Because like I said, to me, was a great place to teach women about their bodies and that they don't worry what other people think. You know what I'm saying? No matter what size you are, as long as you dress size appropriate, age appropriate, you will look beautiful. Only thing you need to add to that is confidence. That's all you need. After that is all you need. Just be proud of who you are. You understand me? And we will see that. And we will definitely think that you're beautiful. I think that I don't look at people for what they look like. I like to hear what's in their mind because every day should be a teaching moment. You understand? Everybody should be, every day you should be learning something. That's the only way to grow is to learn.
Exactly.
So Mr. Spears here talking about Lizzo and his career is not going too far. I guess like Ashley said, he must have something coming out or want us to pay attention to because most of these people that have bad things to say are not doing well, anymore. They was here, we don't see them. They're not even getting the small roles on Powers and the P Valley. So I guess they feeling bad.
Mhm. All right.
But before we get out of here, any final thoughts, Ashley?
No, I think you erased everything when you said he got to touch it down. I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Come on, man. Nah, you can't
Don't
even
shame
think no more.
anybody. Don't shame anybody. Everybody got their own stuff going on. If you can't give them constructive criticism, just keep it moving. They don't need it. They don't need anything but.
Exactly. Let's try to build these people up, and don't scream across the. I mean, not literally, but figuratively. Listen to what I'm saying. Figuratively. Don't scream across the room and tell nobody what they look like. Pull them to the side. Whisper in their ear. Maybe they'll hear you clearer. Because, like, not everybody is born, physically beautiful to.
All right, good night, y'all.
No, what I'm saying, to another person's eye. Everybody looks good to somebody else, but not to everybody. I mean, seriously, I think I'm gorgeous, but you think everybody in the world thinks I'm cute? Nah.
They better.
And I'm
I be over here looking at that. I be like, Chris, you need to stop being a stud. She's so pretty.
nah, man. I got
That's
all.
it's
Look,
giving bad bitch.
everything I got for some one person. That's all I need, and I got it.
Okay.
But we
She
gonna
look
get
like
out of
your
here because
girl.
they saying I'm about to put my toe in my mouth. I don't even like toes.
Yeah, it's already in there.
Yo, thank y'all for tuning in. This is the Tune In Show. Peace.